everybody. Hello, good morning. My name is Alejandra. I am a member of the Chicago Public Library STEAM team, and welcome to Live from the Library on YouTube Live. Today we are going to talk about stars. We're going to do a star story time that also incorporates the moon and space. But it's going to be really fun today, and I'm very happy that you're here with us, joining us either live or watching later. I hope you enjoy. Today we are also going to do a little activity at the end. So I'll tell you right now, we are going to do a watercolor painting. Here's one I did earlier. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to use white crayon and kind of see these amazing things that we make with the white crayon on white paper so it looks invisible and then show up during our watercolor painting. There's also another little activity that I'm just going to talk about that you can do at home if you have the materials, but that'll be a little bit later. So let's get started. We always start our story times with our STEAM song. So the STEAM song is to the tune of Bingo, and all I need you to do is clap along to the letters. So your role in the song is to go S-T-E-A-M, and then again, S-T-E-A-M, S-T-E-A-M, and then at the end we make a big world with our hands and we go, let's go explore our world. So I will sing the first part, put it all together, and that'll be our introduction song. So it goes, with science, technology, engineering, arts, and math, S-T-E-A-M, 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 let's go explore our world. So that's what STEAM stands for. It stands for science. The S is science. The T is technology. The E is engineering. The A is art, which we're going to do today. And the M is math. But we're also doing the S. We're also doing science because we're going to talk about space and stars. So that is what we're doing today. So yay, let's get started. Okay. First of all, if we're talking about stars, we're talking about the moon. When do we see stars and the moon? When do we see maybe some planets? Is that during the daytime or the nighttime? So sometimes during the day, you can see the moon, depending on how bright the sun is and where the moon is. Maybe you've seen a star during the daytime, maybe. But for the most part, we see the moon and the stars at nighttime, when it's very pretty out and it's black and blue and purples and we see those colors. So how do we know when it's daytime or nighttime? The sun, yes. If the sun is out, it is daytime. If the sun is gone and sleeping and we don't see him, it's nighttime. So that happens because of where we are in the world. So this is my globe. This is the entire world. And we are itty bitty. We live on North America, the United States. So out of the whole world, these are all of our continents, where the whole entire population, we live in the United States here. And then in Chicago, we are right here. This itty bitty dot right there is Chicago, right by Lake Michigan, right there. So we know that it's daytime based on if we are facing the sun. So we live on planet Earth. This is our whole planet, and our solar system has many planets, and we all rotate, which means we go around the sun at different times. Ours takes 365 days. Others take less, others take more. So my little flashlight here is the sun. So I have my little sun. And if where we are in the world, if Chicago is facing the sun, so you see it's lit up, that means the sun is facing us, and that's when we see daytime. That's when we know it's daytime, because it's light out, the sun is facing us, we're getting all that warmth, all that energy. But if you hear there's 24 hours in a day, that means that Earth slowly rotates itself in 24 hours. So if we end up behind the sun, that means we no longer see it, right? So that means it is nighttime. And the other side of the world is facing the sun, so it's daytime. So that's how we know. That's why we know it's daytime and nighttime. When it's nighttime, we get to see the stars. But even during the day, we see stars because our sun, our big, beautiful sun, is a star. Our big, beautiful sun is a star. It is a big star. It gives off light. It gives off heat. It's how we live. We thank the sun because it helps grow our crops, keep us warm, especially in the winter. We need a little bit more. But it's a huge, huge star. And stars are giant like spheres of super hot gas, usually made up of elements called hydrogen and helium. But those are stars. Those stars are made up of super hot gases, and our sun is a very big star. It's beautiful. But all the stars you see in the sky, those are actually so far away that we would never be able to make it. Our sun is so close to us, and it would still take us, I think it was 70,000 years on our fastest spaceship to make it, to go get there. So all the other stars are actually further away. We think that they're close because they're bright, but they're so far. So, all right. And let's get started with our first book. It is called Whose Moon Is That? So I'm reading Whose Moon Is That by Kim Kranz with permissions from Penguin Random House. So thank you, Penguin Random House, for letting us use this book for our story times. Whose moon is that? Whose moon is that? Asked the curious cat. It's my moon, said the tree. The tree is wrong, said the bird with a song. The moon belongs to me. I found it first, said the bear in a burst, and I don't like to share. Is this a joke? The mountain spoke. It's mine. It's only fair. Now that's a lie, said the starry sky. Beautiful. Look how beautiful these pictures are. The moon is held by me. It helps me howl, said the wolf with a growl. I own it, obviously. Now I'm appalled, the ocean called. None of this is true. I reflect its light on my waves all night. It does not belong to you. See how beautiful this picture is. These are watercolors, which is what we're going to do later. All right, said the moon so bright. If the curious cat must know. When darkness falls, I'm a light for all, yet no one owns my glow. If you fight all night over wrong or right, you'll miss the mystery. I shine for one and all, and none throughout eternity. And with that, the curious cat curled up and took a nap. When morning broke and he awoke, he said, "Hey, whose sun is that?" The end. So again, this book was Whose Moon Is That by Kim Kranz. Permission from Penguin House, thank you. So beautiful illustrations. We see the moon, we see the stars, we see the sun, which is a star. So let's see. Ooh, all right, so since we talked about stars, let's sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. We all know Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Stars. Ready? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. There's also another way to do Twinkle, Twinkle. You can just twinkle your hands. Ready? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Good! All right, next we're going to read a book all about how do we know about space? Who explores space? Astronauts. Astronauts explore space. Of course, we know a lot about space from astronomers, and they study space. They usually stay here, and they use telescopes and mathematics and everything. But astronauts also use science and math and technology, and they actually go into space in their spaceships. So we're going to read about one astronaut, Mae Jemison, and we're going to see how she goes among the stars. So this book was written by Rhoda Ahmed, and it was illustrated by Stasia Burrington. I'm reading this with permission from HarperCollins Children's Books, so thank you, HarperCollins. I'm going to actually take this off so we can see it better. Mae among the stars. Little Mae was a dreamer. They say that daydreamers never succeed, but little Mae was different. One day, Mae was working on an assignment for school about what she wanted to be when she grew up. What will you tell them, Mae? I will tell them I want to see the earth. This is Earth, Mae, said her mother. The flowers, the grass, the forest, and the mountains. We live on Earth. I know, but I want to see Earth from out there. That's an amazing plan, little Mae. Then you have to become an astronaut. That way you can see Earth from space. Astronaut? Do you think I could do that? Of course you can. If you can dream it, if you believe it, and work hard for it, anything is possible. Mae asked her mom to take her to the library, and she searched for books about space and astronauts. After dinner, Mae drew pictures of space, and she even made her own astronaut costume out of old orange curtains and cardboard boxes. Look at her costume. She put it all together, and you see all her pictures, space. Later, she asked her dad, "But how do I become an astronaut? It seems impossible." You will find your way, Mae, because if you dream it, believe it, and work for it, anything is possible. But space is so far away. It's closer than you think, little Mae, and you may get there sooner than you think. That night, Mae had a happy dream. She was dancing in space, surrounded by billions of sparkling little stars. Below her, she could see Earth floating and turning like a shining crystal ball. The next morning, Mae told her parents about her dream. She wanted to tell everyone, and every time she talked about it, her eyes would light up. Do you have a dream? What's your dream? In the classroom, Miss Bell told everyone to stand in a line on the rug. Today, we are going to share our dreams about the future. What do you want to be, and what do you want to do when you grow up? Who wants to go first? I want to be a firefighter. I want to be a teacher. I want to be a football player. I want to be a mother. I want to go to space. I want to be an astronaut. All the kids started laughing. Miss Bell asked Mae, "Are you sure you don't want to be a nurse? Nursing would be a good profession for someone like you." I don't want to be a nurse. I want to be an astronaut. May felt very disappointed. On her way home from school, May was quiet. She looked out the car window. Her world turned blue and cold. Nothing was the way it used to be. At home, May started crying. Miss Bell said I can't become an astronaut. What a silly thing to say, said her mother. She told me I should be a nurse instead, said May. Her mom wiped away her tears. My dear May, I hope you don't believe her. Of course I believed her. She's my teacher. I'm sorry Miss Bell didn't encourage you, but she can't stop you. No one can stop you. Follow your dream, May, and go to space. The color's coming back. Thank you, Mom. I promise when I get to space, I will wave to you and Dad from my spaceship. Her mom took her hand and they started dancing. You must always repeat to yourself, if I can dream it, if I can believe in it, and if I work hard for it, anything is possible. May went on dreaming, believing, and working really, really hard. And guess what? She went to space and she waved to her mom and dad on Earth. See? Yay! All right. So since we did our space book and our astronaut, we're going to sing a song. So the next song is called Zoom, Zoom, Zoom. We're going to the moon. So what you have to do is we're going to slide our hands like this for the zoom, zoom part. So it goes zoom, zoom, zoom. We're going to the moon. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We're going to the moon. And we're going to walk. If you want to take a trip, climb aboard my rocket ship. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We're going to the moon. Then ready? Then you do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! And you go up like a spaceship. All right, ready? Let's do it again. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We're going to the moon. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We're going to the moon. If you want to take a trip, climb aboard my rocket ship. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We're going to the moon. Ready? We're going to blast off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! And you go into space. You go and be like Mae Jemison and explore and see all the planets and Earth and stars. All right. So we are going to do our activity. We read 2 books. We talked about the stars, the moon. So we are going to make a little watercolor painting using crayons and watercolors. So I have these big ones and I had to put them on a little plate. But if you just have the regular watercolors, you can just use that and a little bit of water, dip it in. There we go. So you just need paper. I'm going to use cardstock. You kind of want a thicker paper because watercolor is water-based. So it'll go through the paper and it'll curl it up. You already saw I'm using cardstock and mine already kind of curled. If you have something heavier, that's great. And now, keep testing out. Practice it. See what happens. And then a white crayon. So I'm going to pull up. Here we go. All right, I hope you can see this. So we're going to use the white crayon. We're going to use the white crayon to draw on our white paper. So we're going to draw something for space. I'm going to draw some stars, a planet. You can draw whatever you want. If it's hard to see the white on white, you can actually use a pencil. So I'm going to do a pencil. You can lightly draw what you want to see, and then we're going to go over it in the white crayon. So here is, there we go. Okay. So I'm just going to draw a star here. Oh, you couldn't see that. Here we go. So I'm just drawing stars. And then I think I'm going to put a big planet here. And maybe I'll make it kind of like Saturn and put some rings in here. Okay, so I'm going to color this in with white, so don't worry. I'm going to erase. Oh, no, I don't have to erase it. Well, erase a little bit, whatever little I can for the ring here. But again, I'm just going to make little stars, maybe another circle planet here. Who knows? Whatever you want. I'm just making tons and tons of stars. You can make a shooting star. So let's see. Just kind of make a... I'm using... There we go. Sorry, my camera's in a weird spot. Okay, there we go. So here's a star, a little shooting star. Maybe a few to go in there. You can make some meteorites because we have a ton. We have a ton of meteorites going through the paper. So once you kind of have what you want, I'm just going to add a little bit more stars. A little bit more here and here, here, and here. All right, so this is my painting. This is what I'm gonna cover all of my pencil marks with my white crayon because this is how it's gonna show up. So just cover, 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 and then my circles. This works much better if you only do the white crayon, but obviously it's kind of hard to see. If you only do the white crayon, it's much cooler. But make sure to fill in your planets. Crayons, crayons, crayons. Go over everything with the white crayon so it'll show up when we cover this in the watercolors. Okay, I think all I have left now is my big planet. So this is actually the planet part. And we have the rings. Can you guess what planet I made? I might have said it before. But it's a planet with huge rings. There's 2 planets with rings, but these are the bigger ones. These are the big rings. Anybody guess? It's Saturn. Okay. So just cover the inside with the white crayon. So right now you see nothing, right? I colored it, covered everything with the white crayon. You don't see the white, you just see this. So I have my little thing of watercolors here. And I need some of my paintbrush. And some water. But these are very liquidy, so I do not need to change it. And I just pick whatever colors you want. I have blue, I have magenta, purple, and black. So I'm going to take a little bit of purple to start it off. And then you just kind of color however you want. And look, the white crayon makes it pop up. So there's purple, and then some magenta. Ooh, I can see some of the ones I forgot to color because they didn't pop up. Here is, there we go. Pink in here, magenta, maybe some blue. So we can make some space colors, right? Space colors are usually blue, black, but honestly, we see all the colors. These are my favorites. And there's our other planets. So whatever you drew and covered with the white crayon, it's gonna pop up. It's gonna look beautiful. Let's do some purple over here. And you wanna make sure to spread it out so there's not too much in one section. Here's some fun facts about the stars while we're coloring, well, actually while we're painting. Let's see, it takes millions of years for a star's light to reach our eyes. So the stars we see are actually from a long, long time ago. Wow, it takes millions of years for us to see stars. That's crazy. Maybe one day far into the future, we'll be able to see a close star. All right, now I gotta do my little world here. Let's see what color. Maybe some more blue. I'm actually gonna color the inside too because I want to see how it'll look. And then some more pink or magenta. And a little bit of purple. So there we go. We did our little watercolor space. And see how it's cool? The crayon actually comes through the paint. Yay! I hope you enjoyed that activity. It's very fun, very easy. If you have watercolors at home and just a white crayon, that you can make so many really cool things pop up. You don't even have to do space. You can do different colors and see what you come up with. So thank you so much for coming to Live from the Library. This is the end. Again, my name is Alejandra. I'm a member of the STEAM team. We are here doing Live from the Library every Tuesday, 10 a.m. Please keep a lookout for all of our reminders for the live broadcasts. We also have many, many virtual story times and STEAM programs on our website, shypublib.org. You can look through events, and all of the branches are doing stuff. So thank you again for coming. I just want to show one last little activity you can do if you have this instead of watercolors. If you have a pipe cleaner and you have some beads, you can just look up some images of your favorite constellations. So constellations are stars that are grouped together that kind of make an image. So you can look at the constellations. I have the Big Dipper here. So, and just try to copy and make, let's see, here we go, and make your constellation. It's a very good hands-on tactile activity. So we're going to finish off STEAM and Live from the Library Storytime today with our Talk, Sing, Read, Write, Play song. So today we talked about science, we talked about the stars, the moon, space, talked about paint. We sang some songs, we read some books. We did not write, but we spelled out STEAM, and we played by doing our activity. So those 5 things are getting you ready to become an amazing, amazing reader. And reading is awesome for everything. Even just for fun, you want to learn something that you like about and no one's there to talk to you about it. If you read, you can go and research it and learn more. So our last song is called Talk, Sing, Read, Write, Play, and it goes like this. Talk, sing, read, write, play. Talk, sing, read, write, play. Talk, sing, read, write, play. Makes a reader every day. Yay! All right. Thank you so much again. It was great to see all of you. I hope you enjoyed story time and hopefully see you next week. Bye.